Oh, it didn't. It's not turned out good.
What happened?
The strawberries that we buy now, they're not juicy.
Oh.
And honey, they don't have much taste.
So it wasn't very good?
They're just like a tomato. The tomatoes that you buy like now,
Yeah.
honey, they don't even taste like a tomato.
No.
And I got my berries ready Friday because I wanted them to get juicy and everything. I mashed on them, but the berries, and I even got the mixture out. Thought they'd cut them up, Didn't do much. And when I was getting them ready, well, I sliced them, each one real thin. I made my crust and put it together Saturday. And it looked right pretty. And I didn't, when I went Sunday morning and opened that up, I had it in that things where I take my pies. And when I opened it up, I was so disappointed.
Why?
Well, it looked, all the juice had soaked in the crust, what juice it was in them, and it just didn't look like they were supposed to look.
I've got some frozen ones I'll bring you.
Well, honey, I don't know if that would help or not. They don't even, to me, they don't even taste like strawberries.
Well, I've got some that I picked at the orchard.
And, I've got a package of those frozen ones. Jonathan said that to me. I didn't reckon that frozen ones would do that. No, when I made strawberry shortcake, we picked them out of the patch, and they were smaller. They weren't as big as what you think.
Well, ones I have, I picked.
And they're sweeter. Oh, and more juicier.
Well, the ones I'll bring you, I picked from the patch and froze them.
Well, it may work. That might work. And I've been eating on it. Jared eat it. And taking a dip of Cool Whip and down time. But they're not like they used to be. I was just plumb disappointed. I don't think I was ever much more disappointed in anything as I was then.
Well, I'll bring you some fresh ones.
And I had two, when they got the groceries, we got two of them things.
Mm-hmm.
And I had plenty of strawberries, but
they weren't fresh.
Well, to me, they don't even taste like strawberries.
Just not much taste.
I just don't know. Tanya, they're just they're just not for making shortcakes. I thought, well, I'm glad that I wasn't expecting company and everything Sunday. I'd have been so disappointed. And I got me some raisins. And when I made these crusts, I fixed me 2 pie crusts and got them froze.
Yes.
And I was wanting to make a raisin pie, raisin bran, as you all call them.
Yes.
And I know Tracy'd be coming home pretty soon, and she loved them so much.
And what about me?
Oh, honey, you all, I was awful about raisins, and they tickle me. We always said they were raisin pies or raisin custard pies. But you all been eating that raisin bran fruit,
Cereal.
and you, oh, that's the first thing you said. Oh, it's raisin bran. That tickled me. And I've called them that ever since.
I like the raisin bran pie.
Mm-hmm. Yes, they're good. I don't think it'd be any different in making them now than it was the strawberry shortcake. They're better in strawberry season. Yes, sir. I don't hardly ever buy strawberries. No way.
You don't? Why?
I tell you, but them's like I am tomatoes.
They have to be fresh from the
Well,
garden.
to me, they don't taste right.
They have to be from the garden.
And that taste is not like it used to be anyway. Told Janet, I said, Janet, I'm losing my senses. I can't smell like I used to. And then stuff don't taste like it used to.
Things don't taste like they used to.
And she said, well, Mother, you could smell. Oh, Tanya, I'd smell things that nobody else never smelled.
That could be bad.
And my daddy used to tell me, he lived with us. And I said, now, Daddy, you've got to do such a thing. Because if you don't, you won't smell good. And he said, well, you've got the best sense of smelling of anybody I ever saw. But I always did have. I'd always smell things that the others did.
So I couldn't get away with farting?
Yes. Yes, but I don't smell things now. Not like I did. Oh, I can smell some things. But it's got to be pretty rank when I do. I've thought a lot of times. Sometimes if you just pass gas when you're sitting there riding.
Oh, yeah.
And I thought, oh, I've got to watch this. It smelled, I wouldn't know.
Well, they always say the smeller is the feller. So if you didn't smell it, no one would think you did it.
No, my Tanya, when you get old, you lose a lot of that stuff that you once said. I've been kind of looking for Tony,
Mm-hmm.
And Tanya, I've not seen you.